Hello and welcome to my daily live stream. Today is Monday. Doesn't feel like a Monday. It just feels like, every day feels the same now. But I thought I would work a few hours today, but I did work some today. I don't know how much I worked. I know that I worked. So far, I have worked 10 hours and 38 minutes since Saturday. I didn't work, so I think maybe I worked an hour or so today, or less than an hour. I don't know. I have to double check that. But there was after I worked for a little bit, and then I took a break. When I came back to start working again, there was no work available. I have checked a couple of times since then, and still no work available. I watched the new season, the new episode of the first episode of the new season of The Rookie. I watched that. I watched some YouTube. The two things that were supposed to be delivered today apparently are delayed until tomorrow. So, yeah, I don't know. I have not felt like doing anything today. I think I did post on my blogs. I just don't feel like doing anything. I don't know. I'm not motivated at all today. Yeah. And I need to, I don't know, find a way to move beyond this feeling of not wanting to do anything, the inability to do anything, to get to the point where I'm writing on a regular basis, and I'm creating content on a regular basis, and editing video on a regular basis, instead of being like this where I don't want to do anything. I feel like going back to bed. I feel tired. But I feel like going back to bed. I just don't know what I just don't know what the point of doing anything. I don't know what's the point of doing anything. I have no energy and no like motivation. So let me think. I guess I could talk about my writing. I'm not sure what I want to write. If I could get myself to write, I don't know what I want to write, because I've written some on this one with the ghost teacher, and I kind of want to start over, not from scratch, but just rework the material I've already written in a way that I don't use the exact words I used before, and I don't take what was already written and move it, edit that, but just take the general idea of what I've already written, the general, the basic structure of character and story, and use that as a starting point to kind of, now that I've figured some things out, look at what I've figured out and think, well, before I start writing, what else do I need to figure out? And part of that was like, well, story is part of that. Where am I going with the story? And what kind of the structure, because do I write it like I could write it like I'm writing a TV show, where there's each story is a different episode, and certain things happen during each episode, and then there's a series of episodes that conclude in some kind of way that would get you to want to come back to the next series of short stories. And I thought about the idea of like writing it like certain like some episodes of TV shows are titled based on what happens during the episode, like Monk. Monk would be titled like Mr. Monk meets something or does something happens to Monk, Mr. Monk, during a show. And I think a few different TV shows are based like that, where there's a title of the TV show, the episode, that would kind of give an idea what the episode was about. Maybe I don't know for sure, but there might have been sometimes some instances where that would be misleading on purpose, but I don't know. And so that's just I don't know. That's just, these are just ideas. I just have to get myself to where I want to write again. I think I need to listen to music tonight. I need to listen. Apparently, because I don't know. Apparently, there's not going to be any more work today. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna check again later, but I need to do a few things too, though. As far as house cleaning, there's a couple. At least one thing I wanted to do today. So maybe I'll do that too. But I could do the ghost teacher series. I could do the series with the town that travels in time, disappears and travels in time. Which, when I was watching Doom Patrol, and there was the street that disappears and reappears, but that's a different thing as far as that's a completely different from my idea of the town that disappears and reappears in time, because this is a government science project gone wrong kind of thing, where the entire town disappears and travels in time. The thing on Doom Patrol is a town that is not a town, but like a street that is alive. And this, I don't know how. I mean, I don't know how to say that. Aside from that, and it hides itself from the government agency that is looking for it. But so it's completely different. And there's some similarities from between some of the ideas I've had and some properties that have been produced, but not completely the same. So I think I could move forward with the different ideas I've had, even though they've shared properties, they've shared characteristics with like movies and TV shows. That I do believe that my ideas have been significantly different from those things. But right now, I don't feel like. I feel like going to bed. I feel like laying down and sleeping. I don't know what time did I go to bed last night. I don't remember what time I went to bed last night. I wasn't really paying attention to what time it was. And I woke up at like 8 something this morning. I don't know, maybe I did I don't know if I got enough sleep. Maybe it's an accumulation of sleep. That's my problem. That I've been lacking proper sleep for so many weeks, months, I don't know, so long, that it's going to take something to get me back in whatever, I don't know, like it's going to take something to get me to recover from that lack of sleep. I really thought about doing like what kind of videos can I do for YouTube? And that's one of the things I decided to do was I want to do videos on the boxes I received I bought from I was gonna say Whole Foods, but the boxes I bought from World Market with the British items. That's one thing I'm planning to do, and a video on the contents of my third beast that I just received not long ago, and the contents of the London Pop Box that's coming soon. But yeah, I had this like idea that like I don't know like what you would call it. I say it's an idea, but it's just a thought maybe. I don't know. Like this, what if I had to I'm not thinking about how much it costs because it's not like this is going to happen. But what if I had enough money to buy some property somewhere and build like nothing big, because it wouldn't have to be very big, but just like almost like a miniature, not really miniature, but like not like a smaller version, but like as far as like it wouldn't be like a Legoland type thing, but like a backlot. And some sound stages, like but have it where you could grow as well, like have more property than you need at first, and this build certain structures based on ideas, like what if I had the money to have the property, build the structures to produce and shoot the Ghost Teacher series, and the Town That Disappears and Travels in Time Pit series, and these other series of I guess they would be TV shows based on short stories. But if I had the money to build the basic, like bare minimum structures to shoot these shows, on utilizing the same facilities. Only changing certain, set dressing to make them look different, just slightly different, because I don't know if I've mentioned. I'm certain I mentioned that the idea that my short stories take place in the same world. They occupy the same world, either in different time periods or dimensions, parallel worlds, kind of thing. I haven't really figured all that out, because it's figuring all that out has not been a priority for me for this writing. But what if I could do that, and maybe maybe a parcel of property right next to that would be the piece of land. I would have a house built on it, so that I could be right there at the studio, and and I could just I don't know, I guess drive a golf cart over to the studio. But that's just an idea. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but I'm just thinking. Right now, at the moment, I need to work on writing these short stories. These what I need to write the first series of short stories, and not write them on my blog, but write them in Office in Word, so that I don't have to worry about. I could better. I don't know, file management. Just being able to. I would have multiple places. I would save, archive the short stories in a few different places, just so I have backup copies, and multiple redundancies, so that if something happens to a copy of the short stories, then I'd have something to turn to. But the problem is getting myself to write. That's the thing. Excuse me. I guess it's a matter of getting myself to believe that I can write, and that it's worth doing. Anyway, that's where I am with my writing. I just don't. I don't know what to do with my video and photography. I thought about getting my DSLR out and doing a video of the videos of the boxes of stuff that arrived, using that camera. Maybe I should start using. I need to start using the cameras. I have not used my cameras since the beginning of last year. So it's been too long. I don't know. If I allow myself to, I can imagine things. I can imagine things working out. I can imagine what I could be doing. But right now there's this big part that says it's not going to work, and and I'm going to waste my time, and it's going to. No one's going to watch these videos or look at my photos or read my writing. But right in the moment, at the moment I'm just here trying to, not wanting to do anything. I guess I need to think about doing things that will get me, improve my mood, improve how I feel. Doing stuff that would get me into the mindset of writing and doing video and photography, and yeah. I need to get back to the point where I could sit down, I could lay in bed or sit somewhere and read and enjoy it, and want to, and I get to a point where I could actually read and do the page turning thing, or it's like, I'm trying to think how to say this. I need to get point to where I can't wait to read the next page. And right now I sit down and I sit down to read. I'm just like, all I could think about is things I've read already, and I think about too much. I could read that again, but then I think too much about what I've read already, and it feels like, what's the point of reading it again? Because I already know what's going to happen. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And I'm by myself I'm by myself all the time. Almost all the time now. In my room. and staring at screens. Single, no career, trying to figure out how am I going to afford a place to live, because I can't. And I thought about the idea of saving money, but what am I going to do when I save the money? I mean, I don't make that much money. For me to save for a down payment on a house, I think it's like 20-something thousand. I'd have to save up every dime I make for a few years, like 3 or 4 years. I'd have to save every dime I made for 3 or 4 years, at least. I don't know. I just don't know what to do, and I don't have anyone to turn to for advice or anything, and I'm not going to ask for people's advice because I don't know who to trust. Like, people always, when they give you their advice, they're usually biased. It's always based on what they think you are. I mean, then people apparently think less of me, and that think that I'm not capable of doing anything. So yeah, today's Monday, and I'm going to check and see if there's work available again. I don't know, in a few minutes. But until tomorrow, please visit and share my links. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to go right now, but thanks for watching.